Hey guys, so in this video we're going to be making Shahi Dal. So you will need 4 types of dal. So one is moong dal and we're going to use this quarter cup of it. So a quarter cup of dal. To measure it and add it to your bowl, we have to soak these. So that's a quarter cup of moong dal, a quarter cup of red lentils, or what we call it, masoor dal. So we're going to add a quarter cup of this as well. We're not even going to call it less than a quarter, or half than a quarter, half. And then we're also going to add urad dal. So yeah, I'm going to show you how much we add. So we fill this up roughly to the top. I'm going to add that in. And lastly, you're going to need chana dal. This is what chana dal looks like. We're going to add chana dal into this. That's it. So roughly that's all the way to less than the top. We're going to do this. We're going to add some water and we're going to let this soak for around an hour so that it can be easier to boil. So yeah. Now we have washed the rice 2-3 times. We have to wash it more, and we're just going to let this soak for around 1 hour and a half so that it's easier to boil. So guys, what we need is 1 large onion, 3 fresh tomatoes, 6 to 7 cloves of garlic, and a big piece of ginger. I'm going to cut this up and show you. So now I have chopped up the 3 tomatoes and 1 large onion and the garlic and the ginger I showed you before. So what we're going to do now is, in a pan, make it hot and add half a glass of oil. While this heats up, we're going to add in the chopped onion that we have. So I'm going to add this in. And we have to make this golden brown. Now that the onion has gone golden brown, I have just added the 3 tomatoes in so that it can all cook in together and the tomatoes can soften up. Now that the tomatoes have a little bit softened, we're going to take them out and put them in a bowl so that we can blend. Now that I have taken all the tomato and the onion paste into a bowl and I've added a little bit of water, I'm now going to blend it into a smooth paste. Now that this has all been blended, I've just turned the stove on again onto high heat. I'm going to add this paste back in. I'm going to let this mix up and change its colour. While the tomatoes are over here simmering, we're going to add 1.5 teaspoons of chili powder, 1 teaspoon of Himalayan salt, 1.5 of dried coriander, 1.5 of cumin seeds, 1/4 teaspoon of turmeric, and 1 spoon of chili flakes. We're going to add this into the tomato mixture and we're going to let this simmer and cook all together. Once the tomato starts sizzling, I'm now going to add the ginger cube. You can also use fresh if you have it, but we prefer the frozen because it's easier for us. We're just going to add this in so that it can
1 kg bun.
Now that the masala has been changed colour as well as it has started to release its oils that the onion had, we are now going to add 4 cups of water. We're using this standard glass of cup, and we're going to add 4 glasses of it, so roughly 1 litre of boiling hot water. So that's 1. 2, 3, and 4. So we're going to let this boil up all together, and we're now going to add 2 cloves, or in Urdu we like to call it long, and 1 cinnamon stick into this. I'm going to let this boil. And what we're next going to add is 2 stock Knorr vegetable stock cubes. So this, you can add chicken cubes whatever you have available, but we're going to use the Knorr vegetable stock. So that's 1 and 2. That would instantly dissolve into the water by itself and release its juices, and we can just wait for this to boil now. So with the dal that we had left before for an hour, we're just going to drain it all out and add it into this because it started to bubble. You can also boil this separately, but because we added water, it will just soften up into the masala. Once we've added the dal, we're going to let this to boil up fully, like have a full boil, and then we're going to turn the heat low to medium low and let this simmer for about 30 to 35 minutes until the dal has become softened. So to let the boil come faster, we're going to add on the lid. So after 35 minutes, this is what your dal should look like. We like ours to be a little bit runny and have this thick consistency, but you can leave it how you want. You can have it more watery, you can have it more thick and less watery. It's all up to you and your preference. So now for the tadka, what we're going to do is in a small frying pan add roughly 3-4 tablespoons of oil, and we have roughly 2 garlics chopped and a small piece of ginger which we have cut into medium slices. And once the oil has heated, we're going to add this in to fry it off. Now that the oil has heated, we're going to add in the ginger and the fresh garlic so that it can become golden brown. Once the garlic and ginger start to become a little golden, we're going to add in 1 teaspoon of zira and a teaspoon of chili flakes. We're going to add this in here, and we're going to let that mix. Once it's like this, we're going to add this directly into our dal. Now I'm going to show you how it looks when we dish it out. So we're going to dish it out for you.